good with y'all, man? Happy Monday. Hopefully you guys are having a good start to your week. Just got done with my workout as usual. Got a good little boxing workout in. So, we got some amazing news today. By the way, before we jump into this article, I've been getting a few comments saying that, you know, my audio's not that good and the video quality's not that good. I want you guys to let me know, how is it on your end? Because if it does need to be upgraded, I will. But if not, I absolutely won't upgrade. I mean, I'm already running at a Logitech 1080p right now. Then my mic, I believe, is a fine mic. But, you know, some people are just real picky when it comes to things like that. So let me know. So, what a beautiful day to wake up to this in my email. Zack Snyder's Justice League revival. Possible Netflix candidate to buy DC. These Zack Snyder haters, hey, they punch in the air. They punched it. They are super mad. And I'm glad. That rhyme. Don't hate to play the game. Bars! Alright, so. Long live the king. Zack Snyder's Justice League universe could make a comeback if Netflix ends up buying Warner Bros. And with it, DC Studios. That's the possible speculation following a report from Variety citing Wells Fargo media analyst Stephen Cahall, who identified the soon-to-be standalone Warner Bros. As a prime acquisition target. What does Variety say? Netflix the most compelling buyer. Prior to the news of a potential Skydance Paramount bid for Warner Bros., analyst Stephen Cahall named Netflix the most compelling buyer, ranking it ahead of Amazon, Apple, Comcast, Sony, and Paramount Skydance. Indeed, prior to the news of Paramount Skydance prepping a bid for WBD, which was first reported by the Wall Street Journal, Wells Fargo media analyst Stephen Cahall issued a note that pegged the future standalone Warner Bros. As an attractive M&A candidate, with Netflix the most compelling buyer and other potential suitors including Amazon, Apple, Comcast, Sony, and Paramount Skydance. Netflix eyed as the top buyer for Warner Bros. The report arrives as the entertainment industry braces for massive shifts, which are thought to involve tech companies scooping up film studios at a bargain basement prices. Rumor have also said that Apple has been interested in Disney, and Skydance is essentially a tech company as a result of Oracle. Netflix can be looked at as a tech company. Comcast owns Universal. I actually didn't know Comcast owns Universal. Now, a lot of people have been talking about, Universal being a good fit because Christopher Nolan is at Universal. I do agree with that. Let's see. Warner Bros. Discovery is planning to split in 2026 into two separate entities. Warner Bros., which will hold the studios HBO, DC, and etc., and Discovery Global, which will retain the cable and network assets. That split was confirmed by CEO David Zaslav, and lines up with what analysts say makes Warner Bros. Much more attractive for acquisition, especially by a content-hungry giant like Netflix. Snyder's DC return becomes a real possibility? For fans of Snyder's DC films, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and Zack Snyder's Justice League, the Netflix scenario opens up the door to possibilities that once seemed closed. Since exiting the DCEU, Snyder has found a home at Netflix where he's developed Rebel Moon, Army of the Dead, and Twilight of Gods. And a lot of people are trashing Zack's Rebel Moon. And I will say this. Netflix jumped on the bandwagon to take over, the release the real cut crap. You know what I'm saying? So they released the PG-13 version of Rebel Moon first, which that version was okay. But I will say, like I've said in the past, the rated R version was much better. Is it on DC's levels of what Zack has made with those movies? No. But I did think the rated R version was a lot better. And that's not Zack's fault that Netflix wanted to jump on the bandwagon. So when y'all are talking about how Rebel Moon is a dead franchise and this and that, you have to take everything into consideration when you're talking. And not just certain points to fit your narrative. So, where was we at? Okay. He's also working on a police drama project for the streamer. A potential acquisition would put his past and present under the same roof, and with it, the keys to DC. Netflix could reboot or revive the Snyderverse. Oh, this brings a smile to my face, man. Snyder fans have long speculated that Netflix could be the path back to continuing or rebooting his version of the DC universe. That theory, once brushed off as a wishful thinking, now has a silver of plausibility. If Netflix owned the studio and IP outright, it could greenlight a Snyderverse continuation alongside other DC projects. And if the studio sees value in multiple continualities, as it already does with series, animation, and spin-off, there's nothing stopping a scenario where Snyder's characters and arcs return in some form. This could mean Zack Snyder's Justice League Part 2 and 3 could finally see the light of day, as well as Ben Affleck's version of the Batman. What about James Gunn's DCU? We don't even need it. We'll cover it, I guess. Let's see. What about James Gunn's DCU? That wouldn't necessarily mean the end of James Gunn's DCU either. Netflix has shown it can support multiple large-scale franchises and would likely want as much DC content as possible to fuel its platform. A dual-track approach could serve different audiences, Gunn's continuality on one side and Snyder's fan-favorite dark tone on the other. With DC IP under its control, Netflix could push volume, variety, and vision all at once. However, as I've suggested before, it's possible James Gunn is fast-tracking the DCU to make Warner Bros. Look more attractive ahead of a potential sale. Gunn appears to be moving quickly to get his slate into production, which could be part of an effort to boost the studio's perceived value before Warner Bros. And DC with it change hands. Yeah, there's a reason why all these fake articles are coming out, oh my gosh, these Domestic Man has made $1 million more than a movie that made over $1 billion. Like, just so stupid with stuff like that, man. But listen, the Zack Snyder haters are punching the air hard right now. I wouldn't mind if Netflix owned the IP, as long as they give Zack free reign, man. Give him free reign to where he can do whatever he wants. I don't care if the damn movie is 10 hours damn long. I don't care. Give Zack the free reign. Let him do what he wanted to do without any issues, so we can see his true full vision, not chopped, not cut, nothing taken out. I want to see the full thing. I don't want to have a release the Snyder cut version. No, I just want, if Netflix gets it, I hope they just do that. They let him make it as he wants to make it. That's why Rebel Moon was kind of split, because, they try to capitalize on the release the real cut. You know what I'm saying? So if it goes to Netflix, please, just let the man cook. Don't interfere. Don't chop it. Just let him do it. Don't release no extra cuts. Let him release the full cut on the first day. That's all I ask. That is all I ask. Can y'all imagine? I'm so happy. This is why you always have to keep hope. It's why you always have to keep hope, because all the haters out there are sitting there saying the Snyderverse is dead. It's not coming back ever. Remember, they said that years and years ago. But what happened? We got Zack Snyder's Justice League, the true version. And now, it's very possible that Zack Snyder could finish his vision. So, all these haters out there, continue to punch air. Continue to punch air. And I know some people are like, well, if Netflix does buy, Warner Bros. And they do have Zack Snyder work his vision, and would you support James Gunn's vision over there too? This is my thing. I've seen what James Gunn offers. Not really my style. However, if it would be on Netflix, and I don't know, first of all, I wonder if they would release this on Netflix or if they would put it in movies. Me, I prefer Zack Snyder movies to go to movies. I want that full experience, baby. I want to be right there with the popcorn, the drink, chilling, watching greatness on the big screen. When it comes to James Gunn, I would probably watch it if it was on Netflix. I wouldn't go to the theaters because I already seen how Superman was. Not really my style. I would give James Gunn a chance again because it will be on Netflix. And I said this before and I'll say it again. If they just brought back Zack to let him finish his vision, fans would be much more willing to support James Gunn's vision and see how it goes. Even if it's bad. Like, we'll give it a chance. Even if it's bad. So I would see Zack's movies in theaters. I mean, if they release it on Netflix, that's fine too. Whatever. I don't care as long as I get to see it. James Gunn, I probably wouldn't see his movies in theaters. I would check it out on Netflix. That's my thoughts on this, man. What a great Monday. What a great Monday. So, the question for you guys is, what do you think about this article? Oh, the haters are gonna hate even more now. Hey, you know what they say. If you ain't got nobody hating on you, you ain't doing it right. So, a lot of things are being done right now. Keep that faith and keep that hope. We can get that solo Ben Affleck Batman movie. We can get Zack Snyder Justice League 2 and 3. Man of Steel 2. Come on, man. Come on. This is a great way to start Monday off. So I want y'all to let me know what y'all think, man. And I will catch you guys in the next one, man. 100,000 subscribers is grind time.